Hello and welcome to the second part of this enterprise tutorial. Yes, I tried to make it a little earlier, but it was not possible earlier to make this tutorial because Wednesday was my birthday and the party until Friday we had the party, and yesterday I was a little sick, but today it's okay. So yeah, the, spoken enough. Let's start with the second part. For this second part, we don't need the hyperlapse here, this subdivision surface, and yeah, of course, in the project files, I delete my Nikomedias Scene Rig Pro and give you just this rig here. But for the moment, we don't need to see this whole thing here. Oops. So let's hide this whole thing here. Don't need it. And let's go out of the camera. And I don't need, for the moment, I don't need the textures. So NQ to blend out the textures. Yeah. First step we do now is we make this how it's called, this wings here on the side, and for this I want to work with the symmetry object, so that we don't have to work twice. So we work just on one side, and the symmetry object does the other side for us. For this, we don't need the ring and the satellite, so we just need the body. Go to the body, point mode, and top view. And in the top view, I got my rectangle selection, and here only select visible elements. Nope, we need the invisible elements too. And just take the select the half of the points here, and then delete it. So now we have just half of our body here. And what I see here, we have a slide that's not really straight here. I wonder why, but we can fix this here. We don't have to fix it because normally we don't have to fix it because of the for the subdivision surface we won't see this really, but I want to do it here now. Or do I want it? Not really. But let's see what it does. No, it doesn't matter. Let's stay it like it is, and we can fix this later on too if it really needs to be fixed, but not at the moment. Okay. Next thing is we go to this polygon here. We go in polygon mode and select this polygon mode here. I for inner extruded inner, that was like, let's say 4 centimeter here. And what I want to do is now go in the side view, and I don't know how far I have to go up with my thing here. So I take my blueprint, my more than less blueprint, the wire render, the mesh render from my other project from and put it in here as a background picture. So press Shift V and go to back here, and here I want to set an image for the background here. So I go to here, and here I have my other things, and here is my side view from the mesh from my original one I did. So I see this body is smaller than this one, so we have to make it a little bigger here, the background picture. And go X here, somewhere like this, a little bigger. Something like this should work, okay. Go up a little bit, not the side. So somewhere like here. Yeah, and we have not exactly the same size, you see it, but that's okay. I just want to see, I want to go like to here, let's say. Okay, I go to my body, I selected this polygon here, D for extrude, and now I just extrude it out until here about, somewhere here. Okay, now I can go to Shift V again and show picture disabled. Okay, this is the first thing I want. Now I can delete this polygon, so hit delete on your keyboard. Next thing I need is here a cylinder. So let's go again to the side view. Take a cylinder. And I need it in +X. And again I need my picture, so put it in here. And I go to my cylinder here and drag this cylinder somewhere like here. Let's somewhere like here should be okay. Here is our original polygon, so let's say here in the middle somewhere, or nope, not in the middle, in the middle of, let's make it in the middle of this blueprint thing here. T for scale. Scale it down with the radius here. I think it's about 25. Yeah, 25 is okay. That's good. So Shift V. Now I don't need it for the moment. Let's go in the side view. Oh, and now I need left and not right. E for moving it and moving it up to here somewhere. Okay, now I go in the wireframe mode. Let's see, I have too many segments, of course. Go to my cylinder and drag it down here. And go down with the segments here. I want to have a segment here and here, so parallel somewhere, something. So I go up with my segments. 14 is okay. With 14 I can work. We have here one and here one. Okay, maybe a little E for movement and move it a little closer, so something like here. Okay. I don't need caps here on our cylinder. And okay, that's it. Now I convert my cylinder, so just press C on your keyboard. We don't have to optimize because we have no caps and nothing else. Go in edge mode, and now we need two cuts here. One here about and one here about. So I go to my plane cut, on the R18 it's KJ. If you have an earlier version, just press K on your keyboard and choose the plane mode. Here in the 18 we have to go to local and on YZ, yep, and make one cut here about and one cut about here. Okay. Now I go in my polygon mode and I delete this one polygon here. Good so far. Now what I want to do is I want to connect the cylinder with the body here. So I select both, right click and connect and object and delete. So now it's just one body. Go in the edge mode, UL for the edge mode. The UL won't work here, so let's go to stop at boundary edges and select boundary loop. Now we can select this one and hold the shift key and select the other one. Right click in the viewport and take the stitch and sew. And now we just go from one edge here and drag it to the other edge here. So just go to here and drag it to here. And we have one object. Okay. But now if we put this, let's make a symmetry object so that we see what we get in the symmetry. For this, I go to the body. And we are here. We have our axis exactly on the null here. You see, our axis is exactly on the null in the position. That's exactly what we need. So go to our body, go to symmetry, Alt on your keyboard and click on symmetry. And of course we need the right axis. Should be this one. Yep. Okay. Nice so far. Well, points is okay, is okay, is okay. Good, and now if we put this, we go in our subdivision surface, you see we get something like this. Looks crazy, looks nice. If you like it, let it be like this. But I want sharper edges here and here a little bit. Here maybe it's okay, but maybe, no, a little sharper maybe. Let's see. Yeah, make one cut, I make here, yes, so let's cut a little bit. Go in edge mode, loop cut, KL in the R18, KL, and in the earlier versions just K on the keyboard and in loop mode. So I want to make here just a cut, no, make two cuts, one cut here and one cut here in the middle somewhere. Okay, and here I want a cut here, then a cut here, and as close I make this cut to the edges here, as sharper you get the edges. And here, okay. Let's see how it looks now. Yes, that's what I want. Let's go in the isopalms. Yeah, that looks quite nice. Okay, this was the first thing. Let's continue. Go out of the subdivision surface. Now I go again in the side view and put in my picture, so Shift V for the viewport and activate the picture. Then I go to my body here, point mode, rectangle selection, whoops, here only select visible, okay, unchecked. Select these points and I drag it down to here on the tip here. Okay, and I see I'm a little too broad here, so I want it a little smaller, this surrounding here. So let's go to this point here and let's see how far I can go. I'd go in T for scale and just scale it down. So let's say to 80% is okay. You see it here now. That's okay. Okay. But what I see here is we are not really around here. You see it, 40 and 38.9, 39. So let's take here the 40 and the size 2. So now we are around again. Okay. Sorry. Next step will be, let's see what it will be. It is this here, this rounding here. I hope we see it here on the. Yeah, it should be in the. Yeah, it is in the record area. Okay. For this, I go in the side view, Shift V, and don't need my picture here. I take now again an help spline, you know it, I like help splines, and circle. And E for move, and move it somewhere like here, at this point here. T for scale, and scale it down, so I have here the rounding I want. Okay. Now I go to my body again. Point mode is okay. Go to my live selection tool, and I want to select everything. And I take this second point here, drag it around here, this point, yips, okay, and the last one. So it should be okay. Let's go a little closer to see. It has not to be exact, but why not? Little bit. Okay. So I can delete my circle here. And I have my rounding here. What I want now is some thickness here for our tube. So I go in the edge mode to our body, make here a loop selection. So you can make a UL in the selection, or you go in the move tool here and just double click on one edge. Now D for extrusion, and now we extrude it a little bit, something like this. Hold now our shift key and drag to 90 degrees. You see it here, 90 degrees. And the offset should be okay with 4, I think, or 3.5. Oh, it's only 3. Yeah, 3 is enough. And I want 2 subdivisions. Okay, nice. That's what I want. And now, with this edge selected, go in the move tool, go to the axis, to the x-axis here, hold your control key and just drag it inside. So let's go to the side view, you see it? It's inside now. And what I want, a straight vertical line, so I go to the size here in the x-axis, size null. Okay, if it vertical, and here I go to minus 350. Oh no, minus 400. Yeah, something like this. We don't see it. It does totally does not matter where this is, but for me I like straight numbers. Okay, let's see how that looks in the subdivision surface. Okay, nice and smooth. Exactly how I like it. The next step is to make this this capsule here. So let's go out of our subdivision. Okay, what I want to go in the edge mode, and I select this edge here, just double click on one edge or make UL in the loop selection and make this to a spline. So we make another help spline. Here I have edge to spline. I click on it and have this edge here. You will find edge to spline as well under mesh commands and edge to spline here. Okay, what I need, I want the axis centered, so here I go to my object mode, to my spline, and I use the magic center here, and you see the axis goes here, exactly the center of the spline. You can make the same with the axis center tool you have under mesh axis center, and you can go center axis 2. It does the same, so Okay, next step is we need a capsule. So let's go, capsule. In the orientation of +x is okay. And now I put this capsule under my body spline here. And now reset PSR. So it goes exactly there where I need it. So I can go down with it a little bit. You see we have it exactly in the place where I want it. This reset PSR, I again forgot to look where it is. If you don't have it in your toolbar, just hit Shift C on your keyboard. Here you type in PSR and just double click here on reset PSR. That makes the same. Okay. Let's go out of this. Let's go in wireframe mode. I know we have here 14 edges on our tube, so I want to make the capsule the same. Okay, put it out and I don't need the spline anymore. I want here 14 as well. 14 segments, okay. That's more than enough. And maybe I want to make this spline again here. Or I go back until I have my spline. I just want to see how big is our spline here. So it's a radius of 17 about. So now I delete it, go to my capsule, 14, and the radius of 17 should work. Now I don't need many height segments on the capsule. I didn't know, so we don't need as many cap segments too normally. We put it in a subdivision surface, so okay. That's it. Now go in the side view and E for move, and I move it somewhere more, something like this. Always the middle point about here, so, but you can do it however you want, so how you like it, it doesn't matter. Just to see. Maybe maybe a little more inside, so let's go with the middle point to here. This should be okay. Yeah, this should be okay. Now I put the capsule under my body, but you see in the symmetry object we don't see it on the other side, the capsule. So we have to do one. We have to put our body here and put it in a null object. So Alt G with the body select, Alt G, and now drag the capsule in this null, and now we have it on the other side too. Let's see how it looks like here. Okay. So far so good. And now I want to be closer on this capsule. So I'll show you what I mean. This is a little, that's not tricky, it's just playing around. First what I have to do is to make the capsule, oh no, the capsule I don't need to make it. It will go to my here, so. And let's see how I do this. I take this one point. Here I have to be careful, I don't want to select everything at the moment. So, drag this a little down here. Now I want to have, again, select invisible points too, so go to here. Drag this down here. And maybe let's see how we do this. Make it in the subdivision surface. That doesn't look so good. No, there's nothing. Let's go back. So let's make it with 2 points here. Drag them down here. That's a little playing, but with shells you don't have to do it if you say you don't need this roundness here. So let it be, but I want it. Okay. Sometimes you don't see, especially in the subdivision surface, you don't see where you are. Yes, that's what I need. That's what I want. Something like that, yes. Oops, that's wrong. You see it. I want to have this one and this one. Drag them in the x-axis, something like this. Yeah, that looks better. I want here something like a fender from a motorcycle or something else. Yeah, I would say that's what I want. Here a little up, yes. Oops. That's a playing, but we are ready in a minute. So I'll let it something like this, yes. Yeah, okay. That's okay for me. Go with the as palms. Okay, maybe here a little up again, but this you can do later. These two here. So now, I'm sure I play again and again with this, but for now it should be okay. Something I lost here. Let's hide this capsule for a moment. I think this is this point here. Yeah, this point is it. So now I have this sharp thing. Now it's okay. Okay. What I don't like now is this round edge here with the subdivision. So I make a cut here on the side, go in the edge mode, and make a cut in our body. K, J for a plane cut or K in plane mode. Here is everything okay. And make a cut somewhere here, yes. Okay. Then I select this cut, UL, and loop selection, or double click it. MS for a bevel, make a small bevel here, about 0.5, okay. Then with this edge selected, I control click on the polygon mode. Now I have the polygon selected. Then D for extrude. Oops, come on. UL, we are here into this mode. So again, D for extrude. Here I want to go to 2 subdivisions is okay, and let's say minus 0.5. And if we put this now in a subdivision surface, we get this here. And now I have here straight cuts, edges, and here this one not. Okay. Let's see how it looks. Oh, the wrong render settings, of course. We have no lighting because I deactivated here everything. So I go to no GI. And now I can render it. And it looks okay. Yep. Nice so far. Next thing what we do is this kind of word here on the top here, this one here. And I make just one. I don't like, honestly I don't like this step here. But I've seen it too late, but what else? So, what I need now is some cuts between these two edges here. So I go to my body, go to my polygon mode, UL, and select this. Or, no better, we will go to UB and go to the edge mode and select just the edges here. UB is a ring selection. And now I go with MF to an edge cut, MF. And let's say I want to make 3 cuts. Let's see if 3 cuts is enough. Create angles no and apply. 3 cuts should be okay. Or should I make 4 cuts? Let's see. Oh, 3 cuts is okay, I think. Yeah, let's be okay. Go in the polygon mode. Select this and these polygons here. And then I for inner extrude. Preserve groups, yes. And just extrude it a little inner, let's say 3 centimeters should be fine. Then I go in the side view and want to see how far I can go up with this. So I hold your control key and just drag it up here. And hold your shift key as well. And now I see this is too much for me. Or let's see if it's too much. I think it's too high. It's a little too high for me. So I go back and I show you now. Can I go back? If I make this control drag and hold the shift key, you see we have increments of 10. This is the default settings. But I prefer the increments of 5, and I'll show you now how I can do this. So I go back here. And to change the increments, you go here under mode. You go to modeling, quantize, and here is everything at 10, and I want here everything at 5. That's what I prefer. And now if I control drag this up and hold the shift key, you see 5, 10, 15, and I want 15. That's what I want. Okay. Now I want this flat here on the top. For this we go here in the size of the y-axis and put it to null. Now it's flat. And in the y position, let's go to 220, so I have a nice number. Okay. And now we need some cuts, because now it would look like this. Maybe you like it like this, so you can let it like this. But I want here some cuts. KL for a loop cut, or K and loop mode for older versions. And I make a loop cut here. Here somewhere, here. And here on the top. Somewhere here. Okay. What I get now is what I want. And here I want a little, I'll show you what I mean. I want to go a little inside. UL for loop selection in polygon mode. D for extrude. Minus 0.5 is okay here. The two subdivisions is okay too, so just apply. And now, yes, this I want. Okay. Now I have my sword. What's next? Next would be the front here. Let's see. For the front, at the moment I work with this what's this, XN view, because I don't know why, but my bridge doesn't work really good at this. I have just problems with the bridge. But with jails we have other things. So yeah, now let's start with the front here. Good. For the front, let's go in the side view and let's see if we are the same like the original. So Control Shift V on the keyboard and go inside with this. I see I have to go a little back here, so I go to my body, point mode, rectangle selection, select everything, take these points and drag them just a little back here, somewhere like here. Okay. So Shift V and bye bye. Now I want to make here loop selection. Go out of the subdivision surface. What I can do now is control click on the edge mode. Then I have the loop selection here. And I want thickness again. So here I can go with T for scale, control, drag it in, and I hold the shift key as well. And let's say, yeah, that's fine. Or I do the same thickness like on the other side, go back here, D for scale, and on the other side we had 3, I think. Let's see. Just we have, yeah, we have on 3, and still this 90 degrees here, so it extrudes to the inside here, and 2 subdivisions. That's okay. That's fine. With this edge selected, control drag this back here to somewhere. Yeah, I know I want, yeah, here -100. Okay. And we should have our thickness here. Yeah, but here I want it's too round for me here. What we can do now is dissolve this. Yeah, so I show you how dissolve these edges here. So I go in the move tool or something, double click on this and hold the shift key, double click on this, right click and dissolve. This is MN in the new version. So, and now double click on this and double click on this. MS for beveling. Here I want 0.5, and instead of chamfer I want solid. So that's what I want here, and now I should have a sharp. Now I have a sharper line. That's what I want here in the front. Okay. Next one. Go to the body here. We can take this capsule, copy it, and drag it to the front here. But of course we need now a bigger radius. Let's see how big is this radius here. Go to my body edge, and I need this edge here. Double click it, and just to show, it's about, well, let's make it 30, 44, 43, yeah, about 22, let's say 22 radius. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Okay. Go do. So, and here I want to go exactly something like here. Let's go to the side view. Yep. Okay, that's for the front here. What is next? Let's see. Oops. The next thing is let's make these things here. I don't know what this is, but let's do it. Okay, for this I want to make here in body and UB for a ring selection here, MF for edge cut, and I want to cut 2 twice, so go to 2 here and apply. Then go to my edge mode, move tool, double click it here and shift double click here. T for scale. Yeah, scale is okay here. Get something like this. 220% for me here. And then I go in the polygon mode. Live selection. And select it here, here, here. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So what I do now is I go to my body, D for extrude. Here I want this is no, not extrude. First we have to go in extrude. I for in extrude and go a little in extrude. But now Shift Control Z. I want not to preserve groups now. So that's what I want. Let's say 1 is okay. Then D for extrusion. Just a little bit here. Let's say 0.5. Okay. Should be fine. Now I want to make a plane cut. K, J in the new version, K in plane mode on the older versions, and I need just one cut. Restrict the selection node, and let's say something like here somewhere. That doesn't matter. Okay. Now live selection. I select these polygons here. And I just want to drag them out. But if I drag them now out, you see, I go just to drag it out, they go all in the same direction. This is not what I want. I want everything to go in his own direction, in its own direction. For this, we go in the live selection, in the model axis, here on the axis, we go to normals. You see that the axis has changed, but it works still not. Oh, I forgot one here. Need this one, but it still doesn't work, you see. But now we click this along normals, and if I go now and click it and drag down, you see everything goes in its direction. So, and I wanted 5 centimeters is enough, I would say. Okay. And now I want to make some cuts again, because if we now put it in this subdivision surface, it looks like this. As I say often, if you like it, let it be. But I want it a little thing, some cuts. K, J for plane cut, KJ, KJ, KJ. In the edge mode is okay, but I can go in this here, so I see it a little better here. I want to cut here, and I will cut here. Then I cut about, let's say about here. Okay, and I cut about here. Let's see what it does. Looks quite fine. Here is okay, but here it's still a little too round for me. So go out of this and KL for a loop cut, and I loop cut here, or somewhere here. But this I have to do now on every single one here. But it has not to be exactly the same, so don't forget this is a wood toy and not a engineer sample. Okay, let's see what we have now. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, here I see some little problem. It's not really a problem, but little, because if we later on, if we texture this, we won't see this. But here we have something too, so I go in the edge mode again, and here I select this edge with double click and have the loops. Let's make it without it. So I'm still in the knife tool. So UL for loop selection, go to this one. Then MO for a slide tool. And now I slide this and show you what it does. Go in there. And this makes it a little softer, this whole thing. Okay. The same I want here. Let's go out first. Let's make it here and slide it a little bit. That should be okay. Yep, that works. Okay. Here, how do we look here? Maybe the capsule is too small. And what I see here is this ugly things here. So let's go to the capsules, the both, and go up with the cap segments maybe. Now it's away, and now we are here inside correctly. Okay. What do we have here? That's strange. Here not. And here we have it. We have somewhere one cut, it looks like. Yeah, we have here one cut. No, this cut I made with as I thought I was in the loop mode, but it is no problem. I hope. Double click this cut, right click and dissolve, and now it should work. Yeah, now it looks like it should. Okay, this is this one. Then what we have now, here we have a half a ring here up. Let's make this one, but I'm sure you know meanwhile how this works. So let's go in the edge mode. Let's make here, let's select with the live selection tool, let's select some polygons. Not this one. Okay. Then you just I for an inner extrusion. Nope, I don't want to preserve now. D for extrude. First I want to extrude just a little bit. But now here I don't need 0.5, but no subdivisions here. Okay, then I extrude again a little bit, let's say 3 centimeter here. Then again 0.5, about 0.5, and make an inner extrusion of 0.5 again, but I don't think we don't need this inner extrusion here. It doesn't matter. Okay. What I want now is UL for loop selection and loop select these polygons here. D for extrude, minus 0.5 with 2 subdivisions. And let's see what we get. Yep. We get almost exactly the same like here. Okay. That's this. What we have more? Let's see. Yeah, we have here inside something like that, but you do it exactly like this word, or like this here. The same is here, and here with these things, it's exactly the same. But let's do it. Make here on the inside one. I'll make just a small one here. Body duck. 1, 2. I for inner extrude. Just let's see. So something like this. D for extrude. Here I want to extrude 0.5 with no subdivisions. Apply, then I extrude again. 2 should be okay. And extrude again with, let's see, 0.5 again. new transformation. Oops, here I did something wrong. And again, something like this. Okay, here again with UL, and take these polygons here, and D for extrude, minus 0.5 with 2 subdivisions. Apply, okay. But here we have now something like this, so that means we need here a cut. So let's make, going to the body and edge mode. KJ for a plane cut, or K and in the plane mode, and just cut here. In this R18 I could make a symmetrical cut, that means it would cut here as well, but let's make it like this. As I said, I'm not really a fan from the new knife tool. So, okay, that's what I want. Okay, and let's make here some, oops, out of the symmetry. So let's make here some things. For this I make an UB ring selection in edge mode, and again MF for edge cut. Oh, how many do we cut? Let's say 4 cuts, and let's see what we get. Apply. Yeah, that should be okay for now. So let's take this ones and inner extrude I on your keyboard. Preserve groups, no. Something like this. And T for scale, and I want to scale it a little. Something here. Okay. D for extrude. And here again I extrude 0.5, about 0.5. Okay, exactly 0.5, then about 2. Oops, back 0.5 is okay here, but no subdivisions. So I go to 0.5. No subdivisions. And now, let's see, 2. And again 0.5. And now let's make some cuts here to make this, because you see, if you do it in the something, we get round thinger here, round things here, but we don't want round things, so let's make some cuts. Make it with the loop cut KL, and make some cuts. Let's see what it does with the symmetrical cut here now. You see, I get it on both sides here. If you have an earlier version, you have to cut twice, but shouldn't be a problem. So I just save some cuts here. So let's see what we get now. Okay, but there is something I don't like. You see it? We have here ugly. Yeah, go to the body, and okay, this selection was from the symmetrical. I think it's from the card. I don't know where this comes, but you see, we have here ugly things that we don't like. not really. So how we can avoid this? Let's try it with. Let's try it with a KJ plane cut. Let's see. No, that's nothing. How can we avoid this? KL loop cut. Okay, let's try this loop cut. But I want a loop cut. Not here, not here, not here. Not here. That's not what I want. Let's go back. I go back here. Let's see. Here we don't have it. Okay, so let's make the cuts. Let's make the cuts loop cut here. Let's see what we get. Maybe it looks better. In this again, this, which I make here and put here one, so that this selection does not exist. So it should have no. I should now have no textures. And it works so far, but we have no smooth rounding here. What's going wrong here? We will tackle this. I go back to here. Now I make a loop cut. So you have to cut twice if you have an earlier version, but I make the cylindrical cut. Make here a cut. Because now it should work then, because we don't have these triangles here. If I go now here to this, I for in extrude, reserve groups, no, no, so then D for scale. Just a little bit. So 0.5. No subdivisions, then 2. And again 0.5. Now let's see what we get now. This round things. But here it looks good now. And if I make some cuts now, KL for the loop cut, I cut it here and here. So it doesn't matter. I just want to see how if it works. Yes, now it works. Okay. But I go back once here because this last loop cut was a little too. Oh, this is too far away. Okay. Okay. And now UL in polygon mode, and I take again this here. D for extrude, minus 0.5 and 2 subdivisions. Apply. Okay. UL here. D for extrude, minus 0.5, 2 subdivisions. Apply. UL D, apply, UL, D, apply, and the last one, UL, D for extrusion, and just apply it. And now we should have this what I want. Now it works. Yes. Okay. That's it. Symmetry object. We have this ones, we have this one, this ones, we have the capsules, we have these ones, and we have the back here. Only thing we have to do now is to give the texture tags, selection tags for the texture. So what we have, what we want darker and what we want brighter. So let's go to, let's see how about, okay, this front is dark, 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 dark. I'll show you the next time when we finish this. The next part we will make this disc here, and then we will make a nice wood texture from scratch, and not this texture what we have now. And for the last thing I want to show you how to make this this text here with the rounding here that it fits exactly. Yeah, we forgot this one here now. But I think this you can do for your own now. Let's make the texture text, the selection text now. So for this capsule we need just this. Well, what does this here? Let's see, function, and we remove all textures we don't use. Remove unused materials. Okay, but where is this one? This should be. Oh, this is on the SAT here. But in the SAT we give this as well. So if you drag a material exactly over the other one, so it exchanges it. So now function remove unused materials. Yeah, now it's okay. This dark material, I want not to use this dark material. I want to make just this ash material here, this ash texture, and I copy this ash texture with control, drag it on the side and name it ash dark. And here let's see where we have the texture in the color. I see it's a JPEG, so here we can do nothing. Yeah, I can play with the exposure, but we can make here a layer out of this. So go to the texture, go to layer, and now we go inside. You see we have the bitmap here within a layer, and we can take an effect and hue, saturation, lightness, and just go with the lightness down. And so we have more possibilities. We can play with the hue and then with the saturation, with everything. Okay, and now I want to exchange this texture with this texture everywhere. It's very easy. I just drag this over this texture and hold the Alt key. You see now it gets a rectangle, blue rectangle over it, and now it exchanges automatically every texture here. Okay, we have this. So this one capsule I want bright, so I go to this capsule, give this one, this is capsule back, this is capsule front. Okay, so for the front one I give this texture here. Let's make NQ. So for the body, let's look at this now. Yes, now NQ. So I see the textures. Okay, here the dark texture. Here I have just UV mapping. Let's see how it looks. It's okay for now. Use everything. Okay, looks surprisingly good. Okay, now with the sword dark. So I go to my here, go to body, polygon mode, UL, and I want to select here UL, and now UF to field selection, UF, and when I go up here and hold the shift key, it fills the selection. Now we have the whole sword selected, and now I go to set selection. If you don't have it in the toolbar, slalom, okay. If you don't have it in the toolbar, the set selection, go to select, and here you have set selection too. But be careful. Be careful that you don't have any selection text selected, because it would override it then. So here is everything okay. Set selection, and I name it sword. Why sword? Don't ask me, but okay. And I put dark texture on the body, and in this texture tag I put this word in. Now I have it just for this one here. You see it on the other side, you see it nice. But here I think the UV mapping doesn't fit with this mapping, but it doesn't matter for now. We make a nice texture at the end of in the third tutorial. We make a nice texture then. And in one of my future tutorials, we will play with the UV unwrapping and something else. But I have to think about how I start this and how I do this later. I need a nice object to do texture and to unwrap and something else. But we will do it. So okay, this was this one. Then I want this tail here dark. So I go to UL, want this one here, UF, and for field selection, shift key, and now I have selected the whole tail here. You see everything is selected. And again, set selection, name it tail, tail. I can copy this this here, so control, drag it on the end, and put now this tail inside. You see, it works. See it on the other side. Same we do here now. UL for loop selection, select this one. UF for field selection, here, shift click, and make again a new selection tag. This I name inner whatever. Inner, okay. Again I control drag it to the side to copy it and drag this inside. Works. Now we need this for plates here. UL here. Shift, you're still in UL mode, so in loop selection, shift click here, shift click a little closer here, UL here, and UL here, and now UF for field selection, UF, you see it, now shift click here, shift click here, shift click here, shift click here, and shift click here, and a selection tag, and copy this. Oops, back. I have now copy just this texture here and put this polygon selection. I name this plates. You see, so the plates inside here. Okay. And then the last one, we have to is this one here, and you know it. UL for a loop selection, here, UF, field selection, shift click, make a selection tag, copy this one and drag this selection tag. How we can name this, I don't know. And drag this don't know here inside, and this is now our second part of our tutorial. Okay. Normally we should go here in camera mode, put this over here. So let's go to the window settings and make it low GI. And now I forgot the whole time to save. I save it incremental. So okay, and R, and you see we have our second part of our tutorial. Here we could again render with light mapping, so it's brighter here inside. But we'll do it, and later on I will do it with another light and something else, so it will work. Yeah, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you liked it. I see here something, but yeah, here we have something what I don't like. But this we can easy repair if we just go with this edges with UL. UL is a little, the symmetry is a little hard. There we can't UL, you see it, but we can try it like this. Now we can UL and MO for slide. Let's go there. Now you see if we make this the side, we get rid of this ugly hills and something else. Okay, as I said, this is the second one. I hope I find soon time to make the third one. The third one will, the third tutorial will be the last one, I think. We do this deck, this disk here, and then we make a nice texture. Or we will see. Maybe I try and make a fourth one with an unwrapping later. But this is possible without unwrapping to texture nice. So we don't need it really here. And yeah, but we want to make a nice wood texture in this one, but this one doesn't look so bad, but so we can see how we do it ourselves, this wood texture. So I hope you like this tutorial. I hope you learned something, but I don't really think that you learned something new, because these techniques we already have spoken about it, and you normally you should know them. But it's never a bad idea to repeat and repeat. So, okay. So I wish you a nice day, and yeah, if you have questions, just ask me, and on my Facebook site, here in the comments or somewhere else. Of course, I give you this project file again, and you can download it. Download link, you find everything in the description. You know it, and yes. Yeah, I think the third one will come during next week. I don't know. Now the parties are over for a moment, so it should go quite fast. Okay, so have a nice day, have a nice evening or morning or wherever you are at home. So yes, that's it. There's nothing more to say for this one, I think. Okay, so tschüss und baba, and yeah, hope to see you next time. Hope to see you in the next tutorial. And yeah, if you find the links for the donation in the description, maybe you click on it. But of course, it's not necessary. I will continue the tutorials without donations as well. No worries. Okay, bye bye. Tschüss und baba.